Hey guys, hope you're all getting ready for Thanksgiving. I know I am. We are going over to my mom's house. It is gonna be crazy. So I will not be eating for Thanksgiving. It's gonna be because, yes, I have my date. I go on to my pre-op diet on Monday. So I won't actually be eating for Thanksgiving. Well, I will, but not the usual food, which is good because Thanksgiving and the holidays is when we put on all that extra weight. So yeah, it's getting down to it. It's crunch time and I'm stoked. So I'm gonna go over the Preop One meeting that I had with Dr. Ringley on Monday, and it was very basic meeting, guys. There's really not much that, you know, they do, but they do give you the pre-op diet. I will talk about that a bit, and you guys then will, you know, kind of know what to expect going into this. So what happens is you have a Preop One meeting and a Preop Two meeting. So the Preop One meeting is when you go in and you sit down with the dietitian, the surgeon, and they get that one last weight on you, and they go over everything, make sure all your, you know, your EGD and your blood work and everything is done and in and ready to go. So that is what happened. I went in there on Monday and they got my weight, went into the room. The dietitian came in and she went over the pre-op diet and answered any other questions that I had, and she left. Then the surgeon comes in, and Dr. Ringley just made sure that I was ready to go, made sure that the procedure that he had done was the one that I still wanted to have. And then he had me lay down. He just, like, you know, felt everything, made sure that my abdomen still felt good, and he told me that we had to still wait to hear back from the insurance. And then once we heard back, then we would schedule. So, and it was really crazy actually, guys, because they told me, well, we don't want to get your hopes up because with the insurance company, it can take up to 2 weeks to get the approval back and before we can even schedule you with the type of insurance that you have. So I walked out of there thinking that it was gonna take weeks, and I kid you not, guys, the next day they call me and they're like, oh no, we're approved and we're gonna go ahead, and here I am going in for November 30th. So yeah, it's crazy and I'm super stoked. I'm ready. I'm so ready. So anyways, let's go over this pre-op diet. At Covenant, they have you go on your pre-op diet for 10 days. So day 1 through day 5. For every day for these 10 days, each meal you will have a protein drink, whatever protein drink that you and the dietitian discussed. I personally like Vega protein mix. I like the Quest protein mix, and I do also have some Premier proteins that I have a couple flavors of. They're not my favorite, but I have them in the house. I'm just going to use them anyway. But anyways, so for those 10 days, every meal you're going to have a protein drink. Also, for the every day, you know, for those 10 days, you can have water, any decaf iced tea, decaf tea or decaf coffee, as much as you want. You can have as much Crystal Light, sugar-free Kool-Aid, unsweetened tea, and, you know, sweeteners in your coffees and teas. You can have clear broth or bouillon broth. You can also have sugar-free Jell-O. You can have Gatorade 2 and Powerade 0, which are both sugar-free forms, and then also sugar-free popsicles. Those are limitless, guys. You can have them the whole 10 days. So this is where it is a little bit different, and I don't know if I know that with some surgery centers, I've heard like pre-op diets lasting as long as a month, but this was, you know, from people who had surgery 10 years ago. So, you know, obviously things have changed and the procedures have changed, so not everything they've done is going to hold true to now. So the difference is in these 10 days, there is the first 5 days and then there's the last 5 days of this pre-op diet. So on the first 5 days, you guys can have 1 cup, I don't know why I'm holding 5, you can have one cup of a non-starchy vegetable. So you can split that up if you guys want to have like half a cup at lunch, half a cup at dinner. It doesn't matter as long as you're only having 1 cup each of those 5 days. No corn, peas, potatoes, sweet potatoes, winter squash, nothing like that. And then also you can have 1 cup of any low-fat milk. That can be cow's milk or like almond or soy milk, cashew milk, anything like that. And 1 cup of that, or 8 ounces of a light yogurt, or a half cup of low-fat cottage cheese. And you can have 3 servings for those. So you can either have, you know, 1 of each, or 3 of, you know, 3 of one, or however you want to do it. You get 3. The second half of this diet, pre-op diet, is day 6 through 10. So this is where things are going to change just slightly. You no longer can have that cup of vegetables. That is gone entirely. In regards to the milk, cottage cheese, and yogurt, you no longer can have the yogurt or the cottage cheese. You can just have the 3 servings of milk. So my intent with this, because I'm not a big milk person. You're gonna get sick of milk if I drink it for 10 days. I know it's sad, but it's true. So what I plan on doing for those first 5 days is I have gotten low-fat like Greek yogurt and a ranch packet, and I'm going to be pouring the ranch packet into the yogurt, mixing that up, and then dipping like carrots or broccoli into those, and just like having like a half serving at lunch and dinner, and that way it'll give me a little bit of variety. And then also I plan on, I don't know if I'm going to eat everything all at once, like for, you know, for the 3 meals, or maybe I'll just space it out and like, you know, like wake up and have my protein drink, and then at my like breakfast time have cottage cheese, and, you know, and sporadically throw in like broth and everything with it. I haven't really decided. So yeah, so that's what happened in the meeting. I will say, guys, that when you have this meeting, what they did stress to me is not to overdo it. They told me about a patient who had went to her Preop One class, and she hadn't had her, excuse me, she hadn't had her Preop 2 class, and so she didn't, you know, she proceeded to just eat willy-nilly and eat what she wanted, and you can't do that. You know, with this, and with insurances, you have to have a consistent weight, or even a weight loss, any gain, and it's not gonna happen. She went and ate whatever she wanted, and then when she came in for her Preop 2 class and they talked to her, well, the group, they were telling them about, you know, the requirements for the insurance, and she was nervous because she had eaten so much, and so she's like, well, let's, you know, she wanted to get weighed, so they weighed her. She had gained 20 pounds, so the doctor had to postpone it, and so she could get the weight off. It's very serious at this point. Well, you know, you're getting close to the end zone, you know, you're getting ready, and you want to have those like last meals. And I'll be honest, you know, tomorrow is, well, it'll be today for you guys. Today's my last day of eating. I have kind of splurged a little bit, but I have also been like weighing myself consistently every day, because they said that if you come in, your weight at Preop 1 is supposed to be the same or more than your weight when you come in halfway into your pre-op diet. They want you to come in like 5 days into your pre-op diet, just so they can get a second weight on you. If you've gained at all from that weight to into the liquid diet, canceled. And then when you come in, so say you pass that, you come in the day of surgery and your weight is more than it was in the middle of your pre-op diet, canceled again. So that's why, you know, they've told us too that, you know, they have opened people up and they found like vegetables in there. So people the night before surgery went and ate food, and you can't do that. For one, it's dangerous. And two, if you can't follow this 10-day diet, most likely you will not be successful in this change of a lifestyle. You know, laying out the foundation, they are laying the foundation for you to be successful. It is up to you to take the steps. You got to do the work. They can show you what to do, but you have to do the work. And so I'm looking forward to it, and I'm nervous, but it's gonna be a good thing. So, you know, enjoy those last few meals, guys, but don't overdo it. Don't go too crazy, because yeah, it's gonna be a little bit till you eat something normal, but these foods got you to that point for a reason. So think about that when you want to have that last meal before surgery. So I'm gonna talk to you guys later. I should be back. I'm gonna probably split the pre-op 2 meeting into 2 videos because it's kind of intense. I'm gonna try and get the first part up on either Tuesday or Friday, and then I'll probably have the other one up Sunday, because then I'll have surgery then next week Thursday, so I'll be rather busy. I don't know if I'll get one up the following weekend, but I'm gonna try and keep you guys updated as much as I can. So if you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.